Welcome back to my YouTube channel, fam. If today is the first time, you kindly hit the subscribe button, like the video, and drop me some comments in the comment section. And this is within the day with Mr. Showbiz. And on today's episode, say Stonebwoy and Tinny come did the news for some time now. Yeah, because of some comments Tinny made about Stonebwoy calling him a fool, trying to help him out after he got himself into some problem. So today, Stonebwoy went to Hit FM for an interview with Andy Dusty, and Andy Dusty surely go ask him about that issue. Where Stonebwoy makes some clarifications and reacted about how he felt and how he took the situation, like how he felt when he heard Tinny say he's a fool for helping him out with a clean heart during that time he needed help, because per Stonebwoy, he said what made him to offer that help to Tinny was he heard police, and that is a legal institution that claims to even if you don't have to say anything about it, because it's a legal institution, and if somebody says the case is with the police or is about to process the case to police station, you know where it can get to. So to cut everything short, he needs to really help his brother. That's why he made an effort to pay that debt for him, that 2,000 Ghana cedis. He left the money there. He didn't even call Tinny to come for the money or called him that he paid that money for him. So you may go listen to the interview. Come.
Like you said, it's right here. I was seated where Bulldog is sitting. Sorry, Bull God. I had finished from Joy, so I just wanted to hail the two brothers and run away, because you know me, I really, they shy interviews and that, but people don't know. So I say make I hail them and run away. So say, oh, you don't go come, we do already with that. So by the time I got in here, they were talking about an issue already on radio. I was not really paying attention. Right. But before I sat, I had to see the video back to be sure, that's to be able to. So before I sat, and the conversation was going to a point where Chega just threw it to me and be like, oh, so if somebody pay something around those ends, say, oh, Stone, like this one, if you go fee, you go nice. So that's how he presented. I'm like, yeah, why not? Because before I start, I remember hearing something about Tinny. So I'm like, why not? And I think I must have. I didn't really even pay attention to what it really was, if the amount. So I was, but irrespective, or boss who be and I'm saying, oh, why not?
So you didn't even know how much money was involved.
The video is there. The video is there. Sometimes when you talk that thing, you forget some things. Me especially,
right.
So the video is there. So bang, I just sat down, and then the guy, and then I said, yes, why not? So I think the guy wanted to continue to talk and explain, and I said, no, that one I don't know about it, but the forward way they need. Okay. Specifically like that, where it's, oh, boss, if you say so, the others. Okay, so I said, then we're going to leave the money with Don Chega, so that you can come and pick it up.
Right.
God knows. At that time, I had settled in already. I didn't even say, oh, I go send you. There are some ways that you can say things that would mean that you want to take shine off of the thing. So I said I would leave it with Don Chega so that you come and collect. There was nothing relating to Tinny. At that point, I didn't forgetting about whose issue it was. Okay. Honestly, done. We went out there. I used the ATM. I left it behind, and I know we left it. Further on, I saw a lot of news. I chanced upon a few that I wouldn't even retweet, because it will sound some way or it feels some way when somebody sees it. Because we have fans who are really happy when we do some of these things and use it against other people, But I don't condone that level. So time passed, and then when I heard, I think it was Hagler who sent me the video. Have you seen this? Mahaka? I'm like, hey, what is loading? Make us see what thing be. So when I saw it, I was like, I'm not really surprised. But it's cool. And then it fled in the news. It's all over. But it's a real effect. I really felt sad, because I've been knowing that a lot of people don't like me. I've been knowing, but I don't take it to heart. I still manage to do me. I'll be honest, in this industry, I've faced my fair share of hatred, and I'm still facing it. I think it's generally because, people have their own fears and have their own scars that, it's only reflecting on other people, where it's really not supposed to be. You see, Tiny is somebody I've respected, irrespective of knowing his stance, when it comes to a few things. We still have to respect him because it's based off on their fabric that we're here today. You know what I mean? It's based off on other people's fabric that they came. Still is going to be based off on our fabric that other people will come. That thing is something I really, really need for people to pay attention to, especially artists. Like, no matter how new, big, fresh you get, you have to have that understanding that people have built that block to a point. So I never put dirt on people's name without any cause, because we are all humans, So when Tiny just went on that hard, it hit me because see somebody with an open heart and that, but I didn't take it too deep. It only now closed it for me where he really stands. Maybe when you see a tweet or two and it's all vibes, but now you understand that, look, this guy didn't even take time to check it. And you could have called me before, you could have no, like, bro, I was just walking and I saw something I could deal with and I dealt with it. And even so, I had to thank the guy. I'm like, you could have chosen not to accept.
Right.
When he thanked me on air, I said, no, thank you too, because you could have said no. That whatever you have in mind, you are pushing it. Maybe you want it to go to and the thing is with the police. And if somebody says something is with the police, I think it is believable, kakra, because a police force is a legal institution. You can't just lie on police and say the thing is there. So that was one thing that made me know, say, even if I had to think on my toe, it is true a situation to deal with. You know what I mean? If it wasn't a police now, or can I say, and a grand guard be an EBBA, instantly I know. So this we for wait, make we check if it's a credible situation. So big respect to Tiny. Whatever made him say that, I think his reason that he added to the interview at the time that I didn't call him before or after, I think is flawed. It doesn't warrant for you to, squeeze me in such a manner to insult my intelligence when I think that we owe you guys the respect, at least, just like other people should owe us the respect to also. But this is what you face, bro. I'm telling you. There's a lot of talk love, but there's no action. I can point and beat my chest that I'm one person who doesn't talk love, but I show a lot of love inside and within. I'm very honest. There are so many things that you don't hear, you won't hear. But when you get to hear them, then you give me my stone. Any Stonebwoy anyway. Yeah. But people talk love, they don't show love.